All right, Shalawam, Shalawam, Akim out there. We want to start off by giving all glory, praise, honor, dominion, and power unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And giving double honors as always unto our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well and continue to do so. Salutations, peace, and blessings unto the hopeful elect at House of David. To you brothers out there fighting this good fight of faith, keep it up. And to you sisters doing that which is becoming of women, Shalawam, and to those that are addicted unto this ministry, we say Shalawam. Lord's willing, this is an edifying lesson. I'm here with the brother
Zion Baslaki.
And then you got the brother Uriah. You know, I don't ever really say my name, but I know the apostles would say your names, brothers, in the lessons. Yeah. I be so just into the lesson. I give you the name of the Lord and His Son. That's enough for me. Like, my name is not that important, but hey, that the apostles said, you know, give your name so people can know. And Zion means weapon when you look at it in the Hebrew. So pretty much, brothers, is a tool used in the hand of the Lord to smite our enemies with this word. It said, cursed be the man that keepeth back his sword from blood. So that's what brothers do. We bring the sword out and we slay the enemy with the words of YAHAWASHI. And then my name, Uriah, means either to shoot at a mark like an arrow or to cast something down. And then when you come back, it's there still, or to inform or to teach. First and foremost, to inform or to teach. But then it goes into cast the arrow or cast something down. And you go back there still in the same spot. So with that, we're going to jump right into this lesson. Lord's one is edifying. And we're going to break down the names for you if you're a newcomer. For the name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, our language, is YAHAWAH. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning exists, or is to be. He is. He exists. He, the existing one, for he is a rewarder of them that diligently seeks him. And in the name of his only begotten Son, who has a name that is above every name given amongst men here on earth, to the Israelite man first, and also to the believers, consisting of women, children, helps of the prophets, and those that have faith, they will be calling upon that name, even that mighty name, the name YAHAWASHI. Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning deliverer and savior. For that is exactly what he will come and do for the second time in physical form, yet as an angelic force, for we shall see him as he is, and we shall be like him. So Lord's willing, this is an edifying lesson. For me, it'll be a continuation of my little series that's been going on, but we're going to turn in another direction. This is going to be, we are businessmen, business before pleasure, no excuses. Because when you're a businessman will be so focused on his business, shit, he might come home to an empty house. He's so focused on that business, his woman might leave, his children may be gone. He's looking at it like, God damn, what the fuck? I'm trying to get this off the ground and they just gonna leave me like that? But the next thing you know, like years later, the woman won't get back on him and shit because he's successful. But how much more the business of our Heavenly Father? Because in the end, we're looking at the end goal. See, people looking at us like we crazy because what are y'all doing? Y'all wasting y'all time. But yet this is actually helping out who we are. We're not giving excuses like we would in the world, or we're not having a crutch be our woman or our children, or I'm just too tired, brother, or whatever. You know what Jake be saying in this world. We always have to say, nope, there is no excuse. The Lord gave us a great gift. He didn't even have to give it to us. There's billions of our people on the planet, but yet he gave this gift to you, and you ain't going to, run with it. You ain't going to like actually take the initiative and stand on it and build upon it. Then you are a fool. I just got to say it like that, because it's like, bro, you're nobody. None of us are anybody, but we always look at ourselves like, damn, Lord, me? Like, just like Moses and any of our forefathers, they always thought little of themselves. Like, man, it's me? Like, why are you calling me for? Like, who am I? But yet the Lord's like, that's the perfect person I can use to do what I need him to do, because he knows that he's nothing without me. So that's how our forefathers became great, because they knew the one that's making us great is the power we serve. So if you don't understand that, then you're in the wrong thing, my friend. But go ahead, we're going to start.
So this is 2 Chronicles 14. We're going to begin at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, so Abijah slept with his fathers, and they buried him in the city of David.
And that's it. Now, Abijah, man, this dude was dope. He is great as hell, man. I like this guy because he was the first. This is after the northern kingdom split from the southern kingdom. So it was two kingdoms after the death of Solomon. I believe Abijah was the son of Rehoboam, and Rehoboam already was going against the north. Like the north was breaking off, and Jeroboam took 10 tribes, and then he had Judah and Benjamin and Levi. And then Abijah came up and told the northern kingdom, like, you're fighting against the God of your fathers. You will surely lose. You will not win. And he had to go up against him with an army. But you know how Israel, the northern kingdom, is much larger than the southern kingdom. So they thought, okay, we have superior numbers. We'll take the southern kingdom. But then the Lord came through and destroyed the northern kingdom for thinking they can come up against the south that still kept to the old customs and the old ways. And he pretty much died a famous man, having stood on the principles and commands of YAHAWASHI against the northern kingdom. So he was known even amongst the north, like, damn, the Lord is really with him still. And then he died, and his son came up after him, was Asa. And he did right in the sight of the Lord as well, because he is going to tell you what he did. Go ahead.
And Asa, his son, reigned in his stead. In his days, the land was quiet 10 years.
Now you got to remember, Abijah went up against the northern kingdom, went to war with them. But after they were defeated and Jeroboam died, and he no longer could strengthen himself against Abijah during the rest of his reign, there was peace in the land of Israel. There was no wars. The heathen didn't rise up against us. Northern kingdom had been subdued for being faithless. So they didn't rise up for that whole span of those years. But guess what King Asa is going to do? He's going to prepare himself of what may come. He pretty much hunkered down. He was like, hold on, no excuses. He's like, I'm the king. I just chill back, man. I'm chilling, man. Shit, he could have just sat back like, I'm just going to do my own thing. But he did even greater than his father did. That's why I said that he did right in the sight of the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Asa did which was good and right in the eyes of the Lord YAHAWASHI, his power.
There you go. Go ahead.
For he took away the altars of the strange gods.
There you go.
And the high places.
And that's what brothers got to do in their own homes, man. Like every woman that I know I've been with, bro, they got rid of that Christmas shit out of nowhere. They just like, whatever you celebrate, I want to celebrate that. That's how I know I was moving in the spirit, at least. I know other brothers had those same testimonies of like, we don't do that bullshit in my house. We don't do that fucking crap. I'm the king of the house, right? Sure. So your woman and your seeds are gonna fall after what you do. But you still got some brothers out there. If you out there, any of you brothers out there, and your woman still adhering to this bullshit in your house, then hey, you got some soul searching to do. You better examine yourself, for the Lord kill you. Now, if she go out and sneak out and go to her mama or somewhere, and they doing this shit, all right, cool. That's her family and shit. They 2/3 any goddamn way. They're idol worshipers anyway. But it cannot be done in your presence. It should be irrelevant in your house. It should be not like a thing of naught to you. It should be a thing of naught to her. She actually stand for you. But like, no, what we do is something totally different. This is what we do. We don't do what y'all do. And then they should like have an inkling of like, but like, what makes that better than what we do? And they might come around and be like, man, I'm gonna do that Hanukkah thing, man, instead of Christmas, man. That sounds cool. That's it. But then Jake will come around and do that because not knowing to them, these are your customs. You're coming back around to what you used to do. You only been made to do this in Esau's kingdom. You never used to do this shit.
As the scriptures say, the customs and traditions of men and not of YAHAWASHI.
There it is. That's it, bro.
That's that Colossians 2.
So you got to put away the strange gods. You got to kill the old man. The old man was into this madness, and you got simp culture out here. You got simp culture in the whole phase. But our people never used to be like that. Because the niggas will do anything for the goddamn woman. They'll never put their foot down. We work with these dudes at the job all the time. I'm like, man, come on. Here we go. And then you got the whole phase where these women got bodies on them. And then they be socking dudes in their head. Is because you're not standing on anything. You have no principle. But yet, these same men will have the excuses. Just like the men in the parable that Yahawashi brought up. That men kept coming with excuses and shit. When he told them, I got a wedding for you. Everything's ready. Just go. But nah, I got to do this. I got to do that. And the third. It's like the Lord is looking at you like, bro, come on, man. I did all the hard work. I prepared everything for you. All you have to do is just go. But nah, I got this It's always an excuse. And that even make you mad. You like, man, I did all this for these dudes, and then they gonna tell me that they got something better to do. That would make anybody mad. Like, man, come on, man. Like, fuck. Why did I do all this then? We looking at it from the standpoint of the Lord. Like, when you talk to brothers and they keep coming with excuses, those particular characters are not among us no more. The ones that kept making excuses, we just had to we had to cut them loose because they kept making excuses. But then the brothers that actually was like, all right, man, fuck that. I ain't making no more excuses. I'm going to change. I'm going to do the right thing. These brothers are still among us. And they have actually grown up. Go ahead, up.
That's it. Reading on. And break down the images.
That's it.
And cut down the groves.
Uh-huh.
Verse 4. And commanded Judah to seek the Lord YAHAWASHI, power of their fathers.
Ooh, and command. See? That's why I go through the Chronicles and the Kings and I look at what the righteous kings did and what the wicked kings did. I'm like, the righteous kings was like, no, they commanded Israel to follow the Lord or you through. Unlike King Saul, but the people, shit. Like, man, come on, bro. You're greater than these people. You are anointed king by the Lord. Fuck what they talking about. So now your kingdom is your family. So imagine having 1 million, and not just your woman and your seeds, but 1 million people under you. They looking at you, they're like, whatever you tell us to do, we gonna do it. But if you all scared, like, oh man, shit, then they gonna go off because you are too fearful and you don't want to tell them this is how it's gonna go. And if you don't do it, you through. Or you can leave. You can be banished. And the Lord go deal with you. You gotta move like the kings of old. Are we not kings? Are we not a nation of kings and priests?
That's it.
And the priest is like, hey man, if you ain't permitted to come into the holies of holies, you gonna die. You can't come no further. Like, but there's certain dudes that still step in there and get slain. Lord kill their ass. And then the priests will actually have to take the sword out to stop a nigga from coming into the temple.
Right.
They actually have to take a sword out. It's like, bro, you come any closer, I'm gonna have to kill your ass. Yeah. You're not permitted to come up here, up here, man. So you got to be the same way with your people and with your excuses, because your excuses can be like people trying to come up to the temple. Like, nah, man, I can't let you come no further. You're gonna have to cut it down right then and there out your mind. Don't let it get any further in, because if it does, you're gonna let it marinate, and then you're just gonna bug out, and then you're gonna succumb to your bullshit excuse that you put in your own head. Go ahead, up.
Reading on, the latter part of verse 4, and to do the law and commandments.
Ooh, that's it. Go ahead, up.
Verse 5. Also, he took away out of all the cities of Judah the high places and the images. Ooh. And the kingdom was quiet before him.
There it is. Now the kingdom was quiet. There was no wars. But what is he gonna do? He's gonna build. He's actually gonna be smart about it. He's like, all right, cast out all the idols and all the bullshit. This is how I know the Lord is with me. Now I'm gonna build, just in case war is gonna break. I even tell you that I believe in Art of War. Sun Tzu is like pretty much like when there's peacetime, prepare. Like, don't just sit on your ass and shit. Even in that book Machiavelli and shit, you remember the different laws and shit. He'll even say, well, in his book The Prince, going into this dude Machiavelli in the Renaissance era, he would say he would inform princes in times of peace, build build bulwarks and engines of war, and build your walls and your defenses just in case war breaks out. And lo and behold, the princes that listened to him, when war broke out, they was prepared. And then they defeated the enemy quickly because they couldn't besiege the walls. They already built everything around those walls. They reinforced them. They had more soldiers, horses. He said, but the kings that just sat on their ass and they said, well, it's peacetime, I'm chilling. Their ass got defeated. Not too long after the enemy rose up against them, they got defeated. Or an alliance broke apart. And they were like, well, I need this dude in the alliance. That made his kingdom much weaker. And then eventually that kingdom fell. I'm like, damn, see? We read in our own history, when you did the right thing, things prosper. When you did the wrong thing, everything fell apart. But go ahead,
The 2 Chronicles 14:6, and it reads, and he built fenced cities in Judah.
There it is.
For the land had rest. Ooh. And he had no war in those years, because the Lord YAHAWASHI had given him rest.
Ooh. Now let me read in the NLT. During those peaceful years, he was able to build up the fortified towns throughout Judah. No one tried to make war against him at this time, for the Lord YAHAWASHI was giving him rest from his enemies. See that? So when you prepare yourself and you go to these different, brothers go to their classes. That's how you preparing for war. That's the king's counsel right there. The king, before he went out to war, he'll go before his court. Like, what we gonna do, man? Like, should I attack these niggas or just pull back? But if he was like an impulsive king like Esau, he just gonna go out there anyway and get fucked up. We see it in our own time, do we not? Right. Didn't this nigga Trump go to war with Iran without the congressional, approval? And now the nigga is in a quagmire, man.
Exactly that.
He's bugging out because he didn't seek counsel. And many a times throughout the scriptures, it tells us to seek counsel.
Yeah, you had many people that were in government before Trump who said, I don't know how Donald Trump is surprised because we have had this information for years that if you attack Iran, we're going to close the strait. It's going to cause economic hardships for everyone. And that's exactly the exact reason why they did it. But once again, unwise king moving in haste.
Yeah, one unwise king destroyed his people. That's it. And we can take that same sentiment for unwise brothers destroy themselves and their family and everything that pertains to them. If you're not moving right, fuck the excuses at this time. Every nigga has an excuse. But hey, from 2020 till now, no Jake in the fucking world has no excuse anymore. They know who they are. They know what time we're living in. They know what the fuck is going on. Even Iran is telling you New Babylon and shit, showing Jake with the crown on and shit. Everybody knows who we are. It's just that Jake still wants to play around and be an American asshole and an idiot. And then there's even certain brothers in the truth that want to compromise to their damn woman or their family and not go all the way in. What are you afraid of? To lose the nigga? Let it happen. I mean, shit ain't gonna feel good, I'll let you know. But it ain't gonna destroy you. And there's the damn woman's loss. It's her fucking loss if she leaves like a stupid ass. And then your children, they always gonna be your children. You always pray for them. If they're not among you, if they're not around you, as what brothers do, that might have been on child support or whatever. They ain't seen their seeds in like months or years. But they just pray for them. And they're like, I just hope the Lord just have mercy on them. Fuck that nigga that I had him with. But, keep my seeds, Lord, at least that. But what the brothers keep doing to hopefully have that happen? They do the work of the Lord. They go to camp. They go to the classes. They do their lessons. They study. They pray. They anoint their heads with oil. They do everything that pertains to them receiving salvation, not only for their own person, but for their seeds and their household, if they got a household. Is the reason we doing all this. Not for clout. Not, hit that like button. Not for none of that. We're doing this for Lord's willing, hopefully being saved. Delivered from this madness, man, that we in. And the niggas that you think got it going on, they more miserable than ever. Why you think people get shit-faced when they have these bars and shit? It's because their life is in shambles and they don't know what else to do. So don't think that these people is living that life because they're through. They're bugged out. They're lost. These niggas that gave their whole life to their woman, they eventually leave them any goddamn way. So it's like, if brothers in the truth doing that, like, come on, bro. Like, stop fucking compromising with this woman. You let her know this is my life now, and it's gonna be my life until this thing is over. And if you ain't with that, there's the door. You hear the apostles talk about it all the time. But brothers hear it go in one ear and out the other. Because they're, not me, it's not my lady, she's Sarah or some shit. Like, nah, man, come on. They're women at the end of the day. They're going off of what you going off of. If this is important to you, then it's going to be important to them. If it's not that important to you, then it ain't going to be that important to them. I'm telling you. They going off of your spirit. Like, well, you don't really think it's that important. Then fuck it, then shit. It ain't that important. But if you go on every Saturday, your woman starts fucking understand, like, damn, this is serious. I'm not playing with you. I go do the work of the Lord every Saturday. The world does it on Sunday, and don't nobody say a goddamn thing about it.